man. What a day today. This is absolutely absurd. So many things to look at now. But it really only took 3 weeks to get back up to all-time highs. We touched 700 today, and we're down about 50 cents after hours. But man, everything spiked up today. Everything broke out. It was just one of those days, you know? I remember we were looking at Microsoft here a lot and thinking that Microsoft could get, somewhere around 10% or so. And we got basically in 2 days, and in 1 week, we got up 10% on Microsoft. So now if Microsoft breaks this level, the next one would be 426 for Microsoft. But yeah, everything hit today. Things went up so much in some of the option positions, we had to take them out because if it moves up too fast, you have to take profits and then re-enter at another time. But no, it was such a crazy day. Apple finally broke out too. We finally got back up to this level. And one of the hardest things that Apple had to do was break this area right here. It may be hard for you to see this 20 moving average right here. That was really, really hard for Apple to break. And I'll show you right here on another time frame, this daily time frame right here. Okay. This level, it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. And then today, finally, we got the break on Apple. And people are waiting on that break. That area for Apple, super, super hard for it to break. Finally did. And that's because Apple kept its structure. You could see this green trend line right here. That's exactly what you wanted to see. As long as we kept this green trend line structure right over here, that we weren't, might be hard for you guys to see, but we weren't going to at least go back down. We were at least going to get back up into this triangle formation. And this triangle formation has been holding for Apple since like the beginning of the year. So now we're back up to pretty much the resistance part of this triangle. You could see some selling pressure right here. So that's why I didn't want to pursue Apple any longer. But that breakout in one day definitely made people a whole lot of money, especially in my group. It was wild. Um, but some of the other ones that were really interesting to look at were Robinhood. That also took off today. That was a really good day play this morning. You could see the breakout happening right here, right? Here's Robinhood. Here's your breakout. And you could see the breakout happen, and it actually is hitting everything on the checklist. Number one, it's a legitimate breakout. You could see it right here for yourself, right? Number two, we have obvious buying pressure. That's what these green horizontal lines are, and we have more green right here during the breakout, and that's what makes the breakout valid. We also have rising momentum on the bottom, and now for the first time in a while, we have on the bottom here, we have rising volume all the way down here, if you're able to see it. But yeah, that makes it a pretty valid breakout. I think Robinhood is definitely going to get probably tomorrow is going to keep going up to 90. It's at 88 right now. And if it goes through all of the selling pressure, we could get to the 200 moving average, which is around 107. If you guys want me to take a look at a particular stock, I'll definitely do it for you. But Robinhood, and then also Webull is coming back. Very, very, down from the bottom. You could see Webull also has a lot of buying pressure right here. You could see it. A lot of buying pressure recently. Here's your pop on Webull. Webull could get back up to about, oh, I don't know, $10. It's at 647 right now. So fintech as a whole is coming back. So that's Robinhood, SoFi, Webull. Um, those are the three I could think of right now. But the entire fintech industry is looking a lot better. If you look at SoFi, you're also going to see that we are above the 50 moving average, and we are also starting to come back as well. So SoFi now, the next level for that is going to be 22. So Robinhood, SoFi, Webull, FinTech is finally coming back, and that's all a really, really good thing to finally, finally see. Um, just want to see, are you guys able to see these charts? Well, maybe not. I'm trying to make it so that's easier for you guys to see. Maybe it's too over. Hold on a second. There we go. So for SoFi, you could see right here, we are above the 50 moving average. And yeah, that's better. Okay, so now you guys can see it better. That's why it's probably hard to see before. But now for SoFi, we're above the 50 moving average. We have buying pressure. Now the next level for SoFi is going to be 22. Oh yeah, the SEC news for the pattern day traders is no more. So the $25,000 rule is basically, they're going to take that away in 45 days. But huge news for the fintech companies like SoFi and Robinhood and Webull. But yeah, Robinhood went from, let's see, 69 to 88 in 3 days. So it broke this huge bottom structure that we see right here. Oh my goodness. And it just took right off. Just today alone, it went up 10%. So you could see, sorry, let me make these candles bigger for you guys so you can actually see what's going on here. That's my bad. And then, yeah, I mean, from here, the next level is going to be this 200 moving average, which is 107 right here. Another one to look at is the crypto space. Sorry, not the crypto space, quantum space, IonQ. Look at the day IonQ had. So the two main day trade plays that me and my group did was Robinhood for the day and IonQ for the day. Because once those stocks get started, they'll finish the day like that. And so the options market was really good for these. They really were doing its job, really maximizing profits on a day trading type of level. I don't day trade that much. Oh, IonQ is up after hours. Wow, this thing just keeps going. I don't day trade that much, but when the market is moving like this, it's really easy to do it. So on a daily level, I don't day trade that much, but when it's time to do it, it really is, a whole lot easier. Yeah, quantum stocks really took off. It was unbelievable. QBTS as well, D-Wave. You could see right here. We also in 3 days we went up 2%, 15%, and today 22% on D-Wave. So, oh my goodness. Now that means that we went up 60% almost in about a week on just on QBTS alone, right? In 3 days, went from 13 to 21, and it's up after hours as well. So, yeah, all the quantum stocks are running. They all run together. So it is very interesting to see. And people will argue back and forth and say, oh, we're so far away from quantum ever being useful. And it was the same people who also said AI wasn't going to be useful in 2021. I mean, not that's not going to be useful. It will be useful, but it has no use right now. And that's fine and everything, but these are still momentum stocks. You can still play them off the bottom and they'll move, right? This is Rigetti. Rigetti is up. We went from 14 to 19. That's a huge percentage gain. I mean, oh my goodness. So just to show you a percentage, that's going to be 37%. So they all moved an incredible amount today. Just a huge move in general with quantum stocks. But yeah, fintech, quantum. Also, this morning, the banking industry popped off. And I'm telling you, it's not hard to play the banking industry. And one thing I've noticed that I like to say to my group all the time is that this candle right here, see this three-part candle series right here? I know the candles are white right now, but maybe there's a way to change that. But you could see right here, This candle, this candle, this candle is what I'm focused on. These three daily candles. This one right here is our floating indecision doji candle. This is stage two. And then Morgan Stanley had earnings. And Goldman Sachs had good earnings a day or two ago. And whenever Goldman Sachs has good earnings, Morgan Stanley has good earnings. It's very, they all kind of do the same in terms of their earnings. The entire banking sector is very intertwined. So Morgan Stanley got all the way up to 194 today. So I played the earnings play on this as an option. So that was 200%. If I had played it as a uh, just as a weekly one this Friday, it probably would have been 400 or 500% or more. But I gave myself a whole month for it to get here, and it definitely did. This was the common resistance for it. Same thing with Bank of America, actually. So financial stocks always move first. Bank of America actually looks really good right here, and their options are not that expensive either. So Bank of America uh, went all the way up to 55 today, and then came right back down because again, when there's an earnings pop, there's a big sell-off afterwards. But we're not that far away from resistance, 56 or so. We're at 54 right now. But that's still at options land. You could still get a really good rate of return. Just for instance, a May 15th Bank of America call, let's say we did for $128. If we get to 56 Bank of America, that would be $92 in profit if Bank of America goes up 3%. So you put down 128, if Bank of America goes up 3% tomorrow or, over the next couple days, it'll be somewhere around, 80 to 90% in profit. So, and you have a whole month all the way to May 15th. So it's not a bad play for Bank of America to keep going higher. I also just did a video on Flutter, and Flutter just got a buy of 48 million from a billionaire named Kenneth Dart. So Kenneth Dart is a billionaire, and he bought $48 million worth of Flutter. And if you don't know what Flutter is, it's okay. I didn't know what Flutter was either. Flutter is the parent company for FanDuel. So you could see how far down this really is. It's about 67% down. So about two-thirds of the value was lost. And now it looks like it is coming back up a little higher now. We got some good support down here. And again, billionaire Kenneth Dart just bought $48 million worth. And also, Flutter has a $5 billion stock buyback program that, usually will lift the stock up pretty high. We're up 2 points or $2 in the after hours market already. So, once the market starts to go higher, it is, it's not as easy to find these types of stocks anymore. Meta is definitely on its way back up. It took no it did not want to wait at all. And I guess the next level for Meta is going to be this level here. If we get above this 50 moving average on a weekly time frame, the next level is going to be 721 for Meta. So Microsoft, Meta, Tesla. Oh my goodness, Tesla went up so much today. I'm just trying to think of all the stocks that are still like down a good amount. Tesla completely broke out today. That was crazy. The ticker for Flutter is FLUT. FLUT. Yeah, sorry. Ticker for Flutter is FLUT. Tesla completely broke out here, and we were waiting for a day like this. I still have calls on TSLL, which is the double leverage Tesla. Those are about up 400% right now. I'm just going to keep them because at this point, when Tesla runs, it runs. Look how big of a candle we had today. Oh my goodness. This was a huge breakout. You could see right here, this trend line cut of structure right here. Let's get rid of this so you guys can see a bit better, right? This is the line that it needed to cross right here. And it did that. It pushed right up to the next moving average, which is the 50 moving average, on the daily, which is right here. Will I be late if I get it tomorrow? If you get what tomorrow for Tesla? Well, let's run some scenarios, right? If you get, I would do it like this. You could do a Tesla. I was looking at the January ones. Remember, we were looking at the January ones not too long ago. Let's see how much they went up today, because this was $1,000 last week. Oh wow, it went up $1,000 today. This was 1,000, now it's 2,000. Damn, that's crazy. So now this is 2,000. But let's say you think Tesla's going to get back up to 500. That's going to be $6,000 in profit for a $2,000 one for Tesla for January. So you have all the way till January for Tesla to get back up to 500. It definitely will. Um, and if you have to wait maybe until August, you'll still make 14 or $1,500. So it's not bad. It's not bad for Tesla at all. Yeah, definitely very, very cool. But Microsoft, I'm waiting for, I had to take profit on Microsoft today because it went up way too fast. Anything that moves up too fast like that, I have to take profit and then I'll get back in again. Um, once it slows down, because I had July call options on this and it went up 150%. So I had to sell it. I wanted to keep it, but that's why it's good to have two of them because you could sell one and keep the other as a runner. So then your runner does all the work for you because you basically made so much off the first one. It's like when you have 100 shares and it goes up super fast and you sell 50. You sell half and just keep the other half. But Microsoft still has a ways to go. I mean, we could go all the way back up here. That's still going to be 43%. Or no, not anymore. That's still going to be 32% for Microsoft. So you see how fast these stocks do go up. It is rather interesting how fast. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these are worth it. I mean, you could run a Microsoft call and it would still be worth it for, let's say you do Microsoft for September. That's what I'm looking at. You could do a $500 one. That's not bad. A September Microsoft call for 500 strike is only $970. It was 400, I think, yesterday. But whatever. So now, if Microsoft goes up, let's say 15%, that would be $2,000 in profit off of the 970. And if we give it a few months, or we give it till June, and it's up 15% from, let's say you buy it tomorrow, you would still make 1,300 in profit. So it's still pretty good. You know what I mean? That's still worth it. $1,300 of profit is, or 1,400 is still good after, if you hold Microsoft until June and it goes up 15%, 32% back up to all-time highs. Um, or you could play the double leveraged one. I think it's MSTU. MSTU is double leveraged Microsoft. Is this it? No, this is sorry. No, that's not it. It's what is the double leverage for Microsoft? MSFU? Yeah, that's it. MSFU. Sorry, the other one was MicroStrategy. I should have caught that. But this is the same chart as Microsoft, but with no options. You could buy this as a double leveraged stock. So for Microsoft, you could just hold this. And if this goes all the way back up, you could get about 100%, 95%. It's not bad. 95% is not bad at all. So if you want to play Microsoft up and you'd like to make 95%, that's one way to do it. Are you planning to enter Microsoft tomorrow? Yeah, only if it goes back down a little bit. I mean, I have to wait for it to cool off the next time it goes back down. If it takes off again, that might suck, but I'm going to wait for some little bit of a pullback. But I'm looking at those Septembers for Microsoft. I'm going to look at them tonight with my group and see which one exactly I want to get. But yeah, those Microsoft for Septembers are looking pretty good. Um, I mean, I wish looking back, I should have really loaded up at the bottom here because it was going to be pretty obvious that Microsoft was going to take off. It wasn't like it was going to stay down there. It's not like you have a $4 trillion company, and it's 33% off for forever. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, now we're all waiting on pullbacks, you know? That's why I'm going to keep the Tesla one. I'm keeping the Robinhood one. I got into Bull long term, Webull. Look how low Webull is. It's absolute insanity. So Webull, for all the fintech stocks, are really going up. And I also got SoFi calls as well. But Webull, I have a feeling Webull's going to go right up to $10. It's at 647 right now. I think Webull is going to make a big move. We have a lot of real estate to work with here, up to about $8.80. So that's pretty good. Um, so we'll see. Wasn't some lady that bought a lot of that call? Not. Oh, are you talking about the Congress guy, the congressman? Josh Gottenheimer. He bought 1.1 million worth of Microsoft June calls. So just to put that in perspective, let's see how much money he made. He bought 1.1 million of the 320s. So the congressman made, let's see, he made, well, let's just do it on this scale. And he got it on March 24th. So March 24th, let's see how much Microsoft has gone up since then. Let's see. Let's see. He got it at the bottom. That's for sure. Right around here. My 24th is right there. So about 10%. So we could do that math. That's easy. And 10%, he made about so far. So for every, let's say, $10,000 that he put in, 4,000 he made. So he's made about 40% so far. Yeah, he's made 40% so far. So 1.1 million, he's definitely made close to 500,000 in profit so far on his Microsoft trade. And he was a former Microsoft executive, so that's insanity. Yeah. I thought you were trolling him on purpose. But no, I had to think about that for a second. Also, BBAI is coming back to life. I did a longer term call on BBAI. BBAI actually is really inexpensive for, for what it's worth. It's super volatile stock, as you could see, but buying it at these low areas is where you want to buy these stocks, because then you just hang on to them and wait for it to get back up to $8 to $10. Um, so these high flyers I like to take a chance on, but just to show you how inexpensive they are. BBAI for January, a $5 call is only $84. So if BBAI gets back up to about, let's say, $6, you would make $144 in pure profit per contract. And that's only 84 to buy it. So, or you could just buy the stock um, at $3.79. But yeah. Is there anything that you guys want to see? Any stocks that you guys are interested in, or is that about it? Because really everything just went up today. I don't really, also all of the healthcare stocks went up today. This is QQQ at all-time highs right now. Man, this is crazy. Wild. And like in the video, I said we go up this high, this fast, because we have 90 million more retail traders than in 2019. And all 25 companies, all the top 25 companies are breaking earnings and revenue every single quarter, quarter after quarter. So let's check the robotics companies like Serve. There's some I didn't really get to check today. Serve went up 6% today. Serve's going to go right up to $12. It loves to go from $8 to $12. You could see over here, it loves to do it. Look how many times it does it. Here's one, here's two, here's three, here's four, here's five, six, seven. This will be the eighth time that serve will go from about $8 to $12. And that's 12 at the minimum. It could go up to 15. So I'm gonna put Serve actually as one of my stocks to look at later because that's gonna be an easy one. NVTS also always goes from about 750 to $11 also. So this is another one that's definitely going to get to 11. It's at 1026 right now. That's going to flow on up tomorrow or the next day or whatever. Also, Nvidia broke out. Nvidia got really close to 200 today. You could see it over here. We got almost to 200 on Nvidia. Did we get there? We got to 232 today. So we broke out of this resistance. This NVIDIA resistance right here has been here for, let's see, December. Yeah, since December. And we finally broke it. When NVIDIA breaks a big area like this, we could go for a long time. Just to throw out a number, the average analyst has it somewhere between 260 and 270. So that means that the analysts think that NVIDIA can go all the way up to this level right here, all the way up from here to here. That's how much they think it could go. So Nvidia is still relatively inexpensive. So we'll see. But yeah, if you guys don't have any other stocks that you want me to look at, that's going to be about it. I'll be on with my premium group later tonight. And usually I do the halftime show between 12 and 1 o'clock every day on Instagram and YouTube. But today I got a little sidetracked, so I did it after the market. But yeah, have a good rest of your day. If you have any other stocks, you guys can put it, you can always DM me and I'll look at them later. Have a good rest of your night. And for the premium group, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye bye.